Hello everybody, Russian Batman here. Sorry for the crappy setup with all the wires and the bad lighting in the background. However, I just want to do this. This isn't the majority of the videos, it's just kind of a small segment. But hello everybody, I got the No Way Home set finally. I just finished building it. And yeah, because I saw it in store and I got it for myself for my birthday. So, yippee! I know. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, this is it. This is not a review for the set. Basically, the reason I'm showing this is because I want to modify the figures, right? I want to kind of make this the ultimate display. Now, I'm not going to make any of the missing characters, which is basically just Sandman, who is included in the set. So if you don't know, there is a little Sandman. If you take this a little bit off, there's a little hand in there. Right, and there's also a whole bunch of kind of sand throughout the build. So Sandman is kind of here, but the major mission is the lizard. And unless I change my mind later throughout making this, I probably won't make a lizard. There is a rumored expansion set for this, which will come with a lizard. And if that is crap, I'll modify it. But, you know, yeah, I don't know how that's going to look, but, you know, still. So, basically, the idea of this video is just to take the figures in this video and just kind of modify them. I think they're all relatively really good. However, there's some obvious things that need to be fixed, like his jacket color, which I don't think gray is a terrible option, because on certain shots it does look grayish, but, you know, green's just better. Some of the lack of printing on the arms I'll fix. This goblin figure is nice, but he definitely needs new legs. So I'm just going to fix some minor things like that, like I said. And yeah, I'll keep most of the printing the same. So it won't be like full-on, super customized customs, just kind of modifications for the figures. So yeah, I think we're going to get on to the figures right. Unless I record anything else, I'm just going to show you the figures right now. So these are the old figures. And yeah, I'm not going to modify the Ned and MJ because I honestly don't care to. But everyone else, except maybe Electro. Electro is maybe great on his own. There might be a few things I can change about him. But yeah, so enjoy and see the figures. Oh yeah.
All right, so all the figures have been modified, and let's show them off. And I'm going to do it in order of least modified to most modified, and there are some new ones. I said I wouldn't make a lizard, but I may or may not have made a lizard. So let's just go into it. So first of all, this one's the most simple one of all of them. I slightly modified my Doctor Strange. So the way I did this is I just painted the boots brown and then a little bit of gold on there, right? Nothing really else special about this guy. Same cape piece, same everything. Just meant to look just a little bit better. So that's what I did there. All right, there you go. Boom, put them there. Next up is, let's show off all the Spider-Man. So from least modified, I would say it's probably this guy. So here is the Tom Holland Spider-Man. And really all I did to him is I just gave him the arm painting, right? Just to make it look painted up. And then also webbing on the legs. It doesn't look that great. I think the lines are a little bit thick, but still, I think it looks pretty good. And it's the same figure, just with a little bit of arm painting, right? But yeah, I think it does look better, but still, it's nothing much to really write home about. All right, next up we have here is Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. This guy is pretty epic. I used the same leg, same everything. I just, like I said, I did a red arm and I painted over so it's not all dark blue, right? You got the webbing in black because he also, just like kind of Tom Holland's, has black webbing. Like I said, I think the lines are a little bit thick in places. It's kind of really hard to get those really, really thin webbing lines. I'm really happy I didn't have to do all the webbing for the torso. That would have been a pain. But yeah, I'm still happy how it turned out. And I think it's just kind of, it's a nice, just little modification. But yeah, the Spider-Man are definitely the ones that are least modified out of all the figures in today's showcase. Next up, we have Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Now, I did make a version of him a while ago, and this is just kind of a modified version of that. So, it is a little bit hard to work with all that silver, just because the silver doesn't like to work sometimes. But this is actually an old kind of, I had these arms from an old Tobey Maguire figure I made, and I just painted over it to kind of make it look a little bit better, a little bit thinner lines The lines are still pretty thick, but I'm still happy with how it turns out. I think the silver is definitely very vibrant. So I would say maybe even a little bit too vibrant, because it's more vibrant than the torso silver. Like you see the arm silver is a lot more noticeable. So I'm still happy with how this turned out, and I think it looks pretty good. So yeah, let's get him out of the way. And now on to the villains, which is probably the part y'all have been waiting for or wanting to see. First, the least modified one out of the bunch, I would say, is definitely Electro, because Electro's figure was kind of already great to begin with, but there's a few things I did to modify him. So first of all, just to here show him with the electric, I'm going to get rid of the electric thing, just to, you know, show off the figure better. But yeah, all I really did is I painted up the legs and the arms. So the arms, I gave him that short sleeve look, right? I gave him the short sleeve look, and I gave him these like weird, the wires that he has going from his like kind of his shoulders to his weird little gloves and gauntlet thingies. And yeah, then I painted, like I said, that little bit of flesh tone. Now I had to make, I don't have this flesh color as an actual color, so I had to make it myself. I think it matches pretty well, right? But yeah, and then, like I said, painted a little bit on the legs as well, so both the legs have the wires going down, and then that weird little thing he has on his like mid kind of, not his mid leg, his like lower leg, but like the middle of, I don't know what it's called. And then some brown shoes. So pretty simple, not super complex, but like I said, I think it just adds a little bit more and looks really, really nice for Electro. All right, next up here is, let's show off Green Goblin. Here's Green Goblin on his glider for now, just to, actually I want to keep him on his glider because I think it's nice. Let's see. This one, okay, so Green Goblin, right? I gave him a new pumpkin bomb. This is just a basketball piece, I think, that was used in the Looney Tunes CMF, but I painted over it to make it look like the pumpkin bomb. I think it looks a lot better than like the big headpiece, because that's like not round enough. And then I gave him this little this superhero thing. It makes it look like he's throwing it. I think that works out pretty well. So, first things I did is, obviously, I just kind of gave him his hoodie. I already made a Green Goblin, so I took a lot of the stuff from my custom Green Goblin and just kind of added it to the official torso and whatnot. So the arms are mostly the same, just kind of, you know, with a little bit of purple and the weird silver on the inside. Gave him the dark green hands he had from the actual set. I don't know if that's actually really accurate to the movie or not. I still do have his hair piece. I'm probably going to display him without the hair piece, because I think the hoodie's a little bit more iconic. Where is the hairpiece? Did I lose it? I might have lost it, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to display him this way. Like I said, he still has both his facial expressions, right? Like I said, essentially the same, just a little bit of leg print, a little bit of leg painting and arm painting. I think kind of goes a long ways to kind of sell the figure, because I think it was a little bit bland without it. So yeah, there is Green Goblin de la Green. How do you say green in Spanish? I don't know. In the comments, let me know how to say green in Spanish. All right, next up, last of the solely just modified figures is we have Doc Ock. And obviously the thing I had to do is just make his suit color more accurate to the film. However, it does make it a little bit harder to show it off, right? Because it's dark green, and dark green is kind of hard to work with. Nothing really shows on dark green for some reason. But yeah, but like if I focus on the figure, right? I don't know why my phone doesn't want to do it. But like here's the original. I think I kind of see why they went with gray, because like I said, it's just, I don't know, it's hard to show things, like you can't really see the details as well. But I tried my best. And yeah, so like I said, I just copied this exact same design, just put it on there. So it's a silver thing in the middle, and his brown suit underneath his green suit. Also, he does have, I did change his hairpiece out. I've seen a lot of people use this hairpiece. It's the Harry Potter hairpiece, but in dark brown, instead of, so I'll show off like what the old one was. It was, this was the old one. Looks all right, but I think this one just looks way better for that kind of sort of ball cut, but not really a ball cut look. But yeah, and then I painted it dark brown. Originally, I actually didn't, I know I have one of these hair pieces. However, I couldn't find it, so I actually got a keychain, and then I cut off the chain to get like the hairpiece, and I molded some stuff over it so you wouldn't see the hole. But yeah, that's another one I'm happy with. So yeah, that's all of the modified figures out of the way. And now let's show, like I said, I kind of delayed. This video was supposed to come out, I think exactly a week ago, but I delayed it because I wanted to make some extra figures. So yeah, first of all, let's show off Sandman. Sandman, I'm happy with Sandman. I'm not super happy with how he turned out. He does, like I said, in the movie, he's just kind of all sand, which I think is a little bit generic looking, but I'm still kind of happy with how it turned out. Just did a lot of speckles and dots to get that sandy look, and then gave him this hairpiece. And yeah, there's not much to show off with him, but there it is, Sandman. Oh yeah, I might touch him up in the future, but I think for now this is a good one. I mean, I honestly probably won't even display this guy in my No Way Home setup because, I mean, he doesn't appear in, like, scale in that scene. He appears as, like, a big Sandman. So if I get, like, a big Sandman mock, I might display that. But for now, this is just to kind of complete the collection. But last but certainly not least, this one I'm probably the most proud of is my custom lizard from No Way Home. I am really happy with how this turned out. So the way I made this is I knew it had to be bigger than a minifig, but it couldn't be as big as a big fig. So I've actually made a big fig lizard before. It looks pretty epic. This is lizard. So basically the way I did this is I did it a similar way of how I made my like Spider-Man 2099, where I cut up a separate torso, and so you even see him in comparison, right? So I cut up a separate torso and put it on top of another one. And now I think this torso might be a little bit long because, like, especially the legs are really short in comparison, right? I'm still happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I cut up a torso and I made this new torso where it kind of extends outwards. And yeah, and then the arms, I used the Woody arms, but I actually added some more bulk onto it so it wouldn't look as thin. Also, I'm just really happy with how the back looks. But yeah, the tail is just the Avatar tail. I did add some bulk on the base of it, right? But yeah, the head, like I said, all painted by me, and I also used the fawn legs. The legs do look, I think, a little bit stubby because of how short it is compared to the torso. I didn't want to add longer legs because if I added longer legs, it would make the entire thing a lot taller, and I think this is, in my opinion, like if I show him, I think this is tall enough, right? He's a full minifig head above a minifig, and I think, yeah, I don't think he needs to be taller than that. He definitely could be, but I like how this looks. And then, yeah, you still get some, like, cool poses. I mean, get some, like, I don't know, I think I'm going to display him, like, you know, like running or something. That would be pretty epic. And then, yeah, I also did extend the neck a little bit. Like, the minifig head, it's, like, it's slightly above the neck. And then I also added these kind of the traps, not the traps, the neck muscles kind of going up. I did the same thing with Spider-Man 2099. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this turned out. But yeah, so I keep on saying but yeah. Let's go and before this video ends, let's just quickly show off all of these characters in the actual set itself. So yeah, future me, take it away.
Alright, so here is the build, all built up. Got a better background, and well, the build with the custom minifigures in it. So yeah, I kind of delayed this video because it was supposed to come out like last Monday or something, but I decided to delay because I really wanted to show the entire build with the custom figures in it. So yeah, you already saw the custom figures in depth, but just to show you, this is where I put the lizard. He's chasing Ned to kind of represent that scene where he comes out the portal. Electro's just where he usually is in the set. Doctor Strange, couldn't find a good place for him, so I just put him kind of in the front. Doc Ock is right on the side. All the Spider-Man up front and center. Little scene of Tobey Maguire saving MJ. It's not accurate to how it is in the movie, but I thought it would be a cool little detail to put in there. Sandman, I gave him his like hand build they have in there because I mean, Sandman doesn't really appear in his figure form, like a normal character form, but I decided to put it in here anyways. But Yeah, then you can see here you got Tobey Maguire swinging with his web. Tom Holland has the box thing, and then Green Goblin is still just chasing them, and he's throwing the little thing with this little piece he has here. But yeah, that's the whole thing all built up. If you liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Go watch the 2000 film Rango. Also, we have a Discord server with a community challenge going on. Since it's superhero themed, our community challenge is superhero themed. So if you can submit your own original superhero character in a minifigure form, and there's a chance you can win and be featured in a video. So yeah, more details in the Discord, and enjoy the rest of your day, and have a nice one. Ciao.